Hi, my name is Ebo Evelyn. I represent the three product techies, and I was speaking to you on Career Retrospective. Why now? Follow me on this journey. Today I'll be talking about career, the meaning of career. What does a retrospective mean? Where's the alignment? Why retrospective? And what are the next steps? Why should you be doing this at this time? Now, what does career mean? Doing something great, doing something you love, doing something passionate. You get to see a lot of meanings of career and which of them really resonates with you. Let's see. So, the career is an individual's metaphorical journey through learning, work, and other aspects of life. This is the definition by Wikipedia. Now, look at it. Career is an individual's metaphorical journey. It's a journey, and it's not just in a particular area. It cuts across learning, it cuts across work, and it cuts across other areas of life. Another definition of career is an occupation that is undertaken for a significant period of a person's life. Note, a significant period and with opportunities for progress. So you are undertaking a particular occupation for a significant period of your life with the opportunity for progress. So there is room for progress. There is room for improvement. There is room to climb up the ladder. There is room to move from one step to the other. So that is another definition of career. Now, there are four types of career paths. We have the knowledge-based path. We have the skill-based path. We have the entrepreneurial-based path. And we have the freelance. So every kind of career path caters to a specific set of qualifications that help you perform your job. Now, for the knowledge-based part, the skill that is required is totally different from the skill-based part. Also, for the entrepreneurial part and the freelance part, there are different skills, different requirements, different qualifications that will help you perform your job on the different parts, whichever one that you have chosen at a particular point in time. Now, what does a retrospective mean? You might ask, what does it mean? I'm not a technical person. This is looking like a technical jargon. So, what does it mean? It's retrospective. It's a survey or review of a past course of events or a period of time. So some things has happened. You decided to look at, okay, you pick a particular period in the past and you choose to sit and analyze the events, what the occurrence of this particular period in time. So a retrospective is thinking now about something in the past. So these things have happened before. They are not just happening. They are not happening right now. They are not things that will happen in the future. They have happened. So right now you're sitting down thinking about those things, trying to look at the events of the past. Now the prefix retro means back, and spect is a component of the word inspect, spectator, spectacles, and perspective, among other words. So all of this means what we are doing is to look. Inspect is to look. Spectator is to look. Spectacles is to look. Perspective is to look. So it means that in literary meaning, retrospect means to look back in time or to remember. So you're looking at events that have occurred in time and to remember. So what has that got? You might be asking, what has that got to do with me? This is December 2022. What has retrospective got to do with me? Now, where is the alignment? I don't understand. We're talking about career, we're talking about retrospective. Where's the alignment? How do they come together? How do they come into place? Where is the merger there? So now we already established that the career is an individual's metaphorical journey through learning, work, and other areas of life as defined by Wikipedia. Now, the career addresses an individual's holistic journey. Now, unlike in some other scenarios, you hear people talking about career and like work. So career is not just talking about your work alone. It's not talking about a paid job alone. Career is talking about the holistic life of a person, everything that has to do with a person. So I, for one, now being Evelyn, and if I'm going to talk about my career, I start talking about everything that is involved in my life as a person. So having established that is, we say the career addresses an individual's holistic journey. So why do I need to? Where is the alignment coming from? In order to move forward in anything we're doing, we have to look back. So a retrospect returns you to reality and helps you re-strategize. So when you're looking, because you want to move forward, because we're talking about career, we're talking about me as a person, we're talking about you as a person and your growth and your next steps. Because you want to move forward, you need to look backward. And in trying to look back, what do you want to achieve? Where is the alignment coming in? You need to look back to return you to reality. So you might be going on a particular journey and you just keep moving, you keep moving, you keep moving, you keep moving with the assumption that everything is going on well. But in as you're moving, as you're moving, as you're moving with that assumption that everything is going on well, that everything is, you keep moving with the assumption that everything is going on well. Whereas you need to sit back and look at these things in reality so that you will be able to re-strategize. Now, you never disregard or neglect the retrospective period, because that is the time where you need to recognize some things and you utilize it properly. Now, why should we retrospect? Why retrospect? You should retrospect because you need a chance to reflect and learn from the past. So some persons say the past is the past, you can't bring it back, there is no need going back to the past. However, as a growth, as someone with a growth mindset, you're looking at the past, not because you want to dwell there, but you're looking at the past because you want to reflect and you want to learn from the past. You want to inspect the situation and you adapt it to your current reality. You want to foster continuous improvement. You want to discover and remedy issues as early as possible. So, what do you need to do? You want to ask what went well so you are able to examine the journey so far, as well as brainstorm potential improvements to boost efficiency and productivity. These are some of the reasons why you need to retrospect. Now, what are the next steps for you? Okay, you've agreed, you need to retrospect. What are the next steps for you? We have looked at career, we have looked at the retrospective, we have looked at the alignment, you've been able to see why they align, you have seen why you should retrospect. So, what are the next steps for you? The three things that you can do today is to look at what went well. These are the things that you need to keep doing. You need to continue doing these things because they went well. So they have positive impact on you. Then you also look at what could be improved. So these things, they went okay, they were not that bad, but yes, they could be better. There's room for improvement around this area. Then you also look at what went badly. These are the things that you don't want to do them again. You don't want to do them again. All of those things are things that you don't want to do again. So these are the three areas that you can look at. Now you need to focus on the next career year. Look at one or two things to focus on. So because you have looked at what went well, you have looked at what could be improved, taking in that knowledge, taking in that insight, you have also looked at what went badly, things that you don't want to do again. So you need to map out things, one or two things that you want to focus on in the career year. If you don't do your retrospective, if you don't retrospect, you are not going to be able to do this. This is not going to be possible if you don't do all of this. Now, one thing that is necessary to remember, retrospective can be personal or professional. It can be personal or professional. So for a retro, there should be clarity of thought. You should have thought out things properly. There should be a well-defined purpose. What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to gain clarity on your values? Are you trying to get a detailed analysis of the progress you've made towards your goal? What goals did you set for yourself? A retro helps you look at the progress that you've made so far. Are you trying to look at a synthesis of your biggest learning this year? What have you learned this year? It might be in your personal development, it might be in your career development, it might be in your personal relationship, it might even be in your professional relationships. So a retro is not just about work or maybe your paid job or something. A retro can be done in every areas of your life. Like we stated earlier, it's the holistic being of a person. Your career is the holistic being of a person. So with this, I say thank you, and I encourage you to make out time and do a retrospective of what you've achieved in the year 2022, so you are able to map out 2 3 things, areas of focus that will help you prepare a career planner or a planner generally for the next career year. Thank you so much for listening, and do enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now.